and let tonight's gentle tale carry you into rest. The reflection in the forest. This story is about Bridge, a kind human who meets a happy stone named Jasmine at a magical reflective pool which shows one's inner beauty, teaching him the impact of his kindness. Once upon a time, there lived a kind and thoughtful human named Bridge, who always found joy in the little things. One particular afternoon, while wandering through the forest near his village, Bridge stumbled upon a remarkable sight, an enchanting reflective pool nestled between the ancient trees. This pool was said to reveal one's true self. As he peered into the water, Bridge was greeted not by his own reflection, but by a cheerful little gnome named Jasmine. Jasmine, with her twinkling eyes and infectious smile, told Bridge that the pool had magical properties. Only those with pure hearts saw different reflections, seeing not their outside selves, but their inner beauty. Curious about this newfound friend, Bridge spent the afternoon talking with Jasmine. Through their conversation, he learned that she was a happy gnome who lived to spread joy and kindness. With each shared story and laugh, Bridge felt a deeper bond forming with the little gnome. One evening, as the sun cast a golden hue over the forest, Bridge and Jasmine found themselves sitting by the reflective pool once more. It was then that Jasmine explained how truly special Bridge was. The pool had chosen him for his unwavering kindness, something that was all too rare. Touched by her words, Bridge looked into the pool again. This time, he saw a bosom, but a vision of himself surrounded by his loved ones, all happy and content. It was a future where his kindness had made a lasting impact. Bridge realized that the reflection was telling him that his actions, big and small, mattered greatly. As the stars began to dot the night sky, Bridge felt a sense of peace like never before. Hand in hand, Bridge and Jasmine made their way back to the village. Every once in a while, Bridge would visit the reflective pool to remind himself of the inner beauty that Jasmine had shown him, maintaining in his gentle spirit and spreading kind things wherever he went. And so, Bridge's life was filled with joy, all thanks to the magic of a little gnome named Jasmine. Now, let's continue with another soft tale. Chilla and Flower. This story is about a young woman named Chilla and her unusual friendship with a crow named Flower, Sophwati, the themes of support and companionship. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by lush forests and sparkling streams, there lived a young woman named Fiala. Fiala had a quiet strength and a gentle heart. Often, she would wander through the forests, easing her mind from dailies. One sunny afternoon, while Tiala was making her way along a familiar path, she heard a soft call behind her. Startled, she turned around to find a crow perched delicately on a low branch. The crow had glossy black feathers and intelligent eyes that seemed to twinkle with curiosity. "Hello there," Tilla greeted, tilting her head. The crow cawed again as if responding and fluttered to land on Tiala's shoulder. From that moment on, they became inseparable. The crow, whom Tiala named Flower, seemed to understand her thoughts and emotions like no other. Whenever Tiala felt the weight of the wool on her shoulders, Flower would caw softly and nuzzle her cheek, offering quiet comfort. They spent their days exploring the forest together, where Tiala would share her dreams and worries. Flower, in his own way, would listen intently, occasionally interrupting in a soft, reassuring caw. As the seasons changed, their bond was stronger. One crisp autumn day, Tiala found herself in a part of the forest she had never seen before. The air was scented with pine, and the ground was a vibrant tapestry of red and gold leaves. Lost and a little afraid, she turned to Flower. With a confident caw, Flower took off from her shoulder and led her through the trees, guiding her back to the familiar path. Zilla felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. Flower was not just a companion. He was her guide and her strength. Winter came with its cold, harsh winds and snow-covered landscape, but Flower remained by Tula's side. He would find small treats and trinkets, leaving them by her window to cheer her up. In return, Tula made sure Flower always had a warm place to rest and plenty of food. One night, a fierce storm battered the village. The winds howled, and the snow fell thick. Tula was worried about Flower, who had ventured out earlier. She stood by the window, calling out into the blizzard. Yes, when she feared the worst, she saw Flower's silhouette against the snowy backdrop, struggling towards the window. Shella quickly opened it, reaching out to pull Flower inside. If shivering, he nestled close to her, and Shella wrapped him in a warm cloth. "Thank you for coming back," she whispered. Flower hugged softly and nuzzled her hand, their bond unspoken but deep. As winter turned to spring, and the snow melted away, Tula and Flower continued their adventures. They found joy in the simplest moments, from watching the sun set over the horizon to listening to the gentle rush of the streams. Tula learned that no matter how tough life could be, she was never truly alone. With Flower by her side, she had all the support and love she needed. Their friendship was a testament to the power of companionship and the comfort it brings. And so in a little village, surrounded by lush forests and sparkling streams, Tula and Flower lived their days in harmony, always there for each other. Now, let's journey on with another gentle tale. Violet and Bellflower, Foraging Buns. This story is about a girl named Violet, and a firefly named Bellflower, whose bond grows through trials and mutual support. In a small village nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, there lived a young girl named Violet. She had eyes as bright as the morning sun, and a heart filled with curiosity. Each night, she would peer out of her window, looking over the fields bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight, hoping to catch a glimpse of something magical. One particularly luminous night, as the stars twinkled like scattered diamonds, Violet noticed a faint, glowing light dancing through the trees. Curiosity piqued, she tiptoed out of her bed and followed the light into the forest. The forest felt alive. The leaves whispered ancient secrets, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. As she ventured deeper, the light grew brighter until she found herself in a small clearing, face to face with a stunning firefly named Bellflower. Bellflower had wings that shimmered with iridescent hues and a dainty too small for a human bell on her tail. Bellflower glanced at Violet with an equally curious gaze. Over time, Violet and Bellflower formed an inseparable bond. Violet would bring Bellflower tiny gifts from her wool, like dewdrops captured in seashells and petals from the rarest flowers. Bellflower, in turn, would show Violet the wonders of the night, guiding her through the forest and lighting up the path with her radiant glow. They would sit by the stone pond, where Bellflower would narrate stories of stars and galaxies far beyond, while Violet would share tales of her day, the village, and her dreams. One day Violet found Bellflower, looking unusually dim. Worried, Violet asked Bellflower what was wrong. Bellflower explained that her light was fading because she needed the essence of the rare moonflower to revive her glow. Without hesitation, Violet embarked on a quest to find the moonflower. With the guidance of ancient forest spirits and the protections of the nocturnal creatures Bellflower had introduced her to, Violet journeyed through the unknown perils of the forest. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, she discovered the elusive moonflower, blooming under the enchanted light of the full moon. She carefully collected its essence and returned to Bellflower. As soon as Bellflower absorbed the essence, her light grew brighter than ever. The bond between Violet and Bellflower had been tested and proven unbreakable. From that day on, the two shared an even deeper connection, each grateful for the strength and loyalty they had found in each other. And every night, the village folk would see Violet and Bellflower's lights dancing through the forest, a testament to their extraordinary friendship. Let's drift softly into the next tale. Hannah and Zinnia, The Journey for Wisdom. This story is about Hannah and her ferret Zinnia's journey to find wisdom, realizing it is found within oneself through the experiences of the heart and mind. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village beneath the gentle hills, there lived a girl named Hannah. She had a ferret with sleek fur, named Zinnia, who was her faithful companion. Hannah loved reading books, and she often spent her afternoons under the old oak tree, lost in the woods of fantasy and knowledge. One day, Hannah came across an ancient book that spoke about the Valley of Wisdom, a place where one could gain immense knowledge and understanding. Intrigued, she decided she had to find this valley. Early the next morning, Hannah packed her bag with some essentials and set off on her adventure, with Zinnia nestled comfortably in her pocket. As they traveled through the dense forest, they encountered an old owl perched on a tree branch. "Who's Owl?" Hannah asked. "Can you tell us the way to the Valley of Wisdom?" The owl blinked its deep golden eyes and replied, "Wisdom is not merely a place, but a journey of the heart and mind. Continue on your path, and you shall find it." Taking the owl's words to heart, Hannah and Zinnia continued their journey with a new perspective. They found themselves climbing a steep mountain trail where they encountered a weary traveler. "Do you know how we can find the Valley of Wisdom?" Hannah inquired. The traveler smiled and said, "The wisdom you seek is often found in the most unexpected places. Open your heart and mind to everything around you." Refreshed by these words, they continued onwards until they reached the top of the mountain, where a breathtaking view of the valley below awaited them. Hannah stood in awe, her heart swelling with the sense of accomplishment and wonder. Zinnia, sensing her joy, nuzzled close. They spent hours taking in the beauty of nature, the gentle breezes, and the sounds of the valley. As the sun began to set, turning the sky into a canvas of colors, Hannah realized that the essence of wisdom was in the journey itself, in the moments of understanding and kindness they experienced along the way. She turned to Zinnia and said, "We may not have found a place called the Valley of Wisdom, but we have learned so much on this journey." Zinnia checked in agreement, and they sat there, embracing the simple yet profound joy of their adventure. That night, under the starlit sky, Hannah and Zinnia shared stories of their day and dreamed of more adventures. They had discovered that the true meaning of wisdom lay not in a distant place, but in the hearts that cherish every moment, learn from experiences, and grow with intimacy and love. And so, they slept peacefully, knowing they carried the Valley of Wisdom within them always. Thank you for joining tonight. Sweet dreams and peaceful rest.